it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a.
Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Welcome. This is Waifu Views, your soon-to-be favorite female blurred-led podcast. That was interesting. Giving you everything fandom with a side of waifu. I am your girl, Ebony Moonbeam, and per usual, I am here with my two beautiful co-hosts.
Hello all, it is Sunkissed Waifu. On Facebook, it will be Aisha Morgan. Everywhere else, whether it be Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, what's formerly known as Twitter, will be Sunkissed_Waifu.
And I am Honey Shar. I go by a Shar of Honey. You can find me at a Shar of Honey on all platforms. Like a jar of honey, only sweeter.
Chef's kiss. So you already know how this goes. We got to do a little pubbing. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe at Waifu Views on all social media platforms, as well as the Facebook group Blurred Cartel, the Facebook group Blurred Approved Entertainment, and be sure to check out blurredofficial.com for all your Blurred needs, everything from merch, articles, the works. So now that we got that out of the way really quickly, I'm getting better at that one. So today we're going to do a couple of things with you guys. We're getting ready to lean into Thanksgiving, the holiday season, so we will be having some more holiday-themed episodes. But before we get into the fun Thanksgiving festivities, we will be covering the Netflix anime Akuma-Kun. And it came out earlier this year. Well, not earlier this year. It came out earlier this month, November 9th. And it has 12 episodes, and the creator is Shigeru Mizuki. And it follows Akuma-Kun. And he is a genius boy who only appears once every 10,000 years. He doesn't know his family, but Akuma and his partner Mephisto III pursue the mystery of his origins while challenging mystery cases pop up in this mysterious detective buddy story. So it's about a little bit of friendship. It's a little bit about magic and demons and all that fun stuff, and it's about kind of, I would say it's somewhat of a coming of age story, but not at the same time. So it was definitely an interesting anime. This is the poster for it. We're gonna give that to you guys really quickly. And so I want to know from you ladies, when you looked at this poster for the first time, was it something that caught your eye? Was it something that you were interested in checking out? Were you like, I'm good on it? The only reason I'm watching this is because Moonbeam said, let's watch this.
I was gonna watch it. Anyways, because I that's my genre. Like I love detective and mystery, so I was gonna watch it. The poster made it like I was iffy on it. I don't know why. I don't particularly like this art style. It's not my favorite, but it still was interesting.
Excuse me. The poster is cool, not something I normally like gravitate to, but I enjoyed it.
Okay. Yeah, I when I saw the poster, it looked interesting, but I agree with Shar. The art style, I wasn't 100% sure, but I like stuff that involves demons and magic, and I had heard good things about it, and I've been watching actually quite a few Netflix anime recently, so I was like, you know what, it looks interesting enough. Let's see where it goes. So this is Akuma-Kun, and not to be mistaken by his papa, Akuma-Kun the first, and he's missing, and it's okay. He has a papa, and his name's Shinjo, and then this is Mephisto the third. not to be mistaken with his papa, Mephisto the second. And this is Tanae. This is the landlord. This is the landlady that basically employed them originally to try and find her missing husband, while also allowing them to stay. They still have to pay rent, and this is their daughter Mia that harasses them constantly for the rent. She's cute and sassy, and she's right up my alley. And we get a couple of demons involved as well. We have Grimmery, which is definitely cosplayable. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I noticed about her. She was interesting. And then we have Strafia, which is, even though he looks like a demon, he's actually an angel. And those are your characters. Let's chat about it. First impression on like the first episode, because the first episode follows a university student asking Akuma-Kun to investigate the strange deaths of two of her friends who both died on the same exact date and time. What did you guys think about that first episode? Was it something that you were like, oh, I think I'll keep checking this out?
For me, yeah. It this episode was probably one of the better episodes. I like the twist that happened in this one, where like you don't exactly know who or what it was when you first start, and then the twist that it takes was like a lot of thriller movies you see to me
Mm-hmm.
of like the outcome. But I liked the first episode. It really did like solidify like I would definitely watch it all the way through. And again, I just love like mystery or detective like type anime. Even though that the art style was kind of off, it's still kind of it was all right with me. Like I still wanted to watch it more.
Can we all admit that Akuma-Kun is a total douche?
I kind of
Okay.
like that though.
No, I'm not
I
saying
like that about him too.
he is.
He's a big pessimist, but one thing that I didn't say, where when I said that he doesn't know his family, he doesn't know his real family. He is half human, half demon, and he was basically abandoned by both. So he actually, so no, he's full demon, but he was abandoned by both human and demon. And so because of those reasons, he has a very pessimistic outlook on just about anything he encounters. He is definitely very snarky, and he's one of those deadpan characters that either you're going to like or you're gonna dislike him the whole way through. And not bad. He's a complicated character, and that's kind of one of the things that I like, because throughout this anime you see him kind of show different aspects of his softer side without losing the true essence of who he is at this point in time.
An emo kid that's half demon? Because that's the vibe
Yeah,
I got from him.
yeah. Well, this is his dad Shinjo, and he is also an Akuma-Kun. He is Akuma-Kun the first. So, fun fact about this anime: there was originally another anime under the same name that came out in 1989. It had 42 episodes, and it was produced by Toei Animation. And it follows Shinjo, which is the protagonist, and that ended up spawning two movies, one in 1989 called Akuma-Kun, and then the second one was called Akuma-Kun Welcome to Akumaland. It also ended up spawning an NES game, role-playing game, in 1990. And so we see that there's certain characters, like that's why there's a Mephisto the second. The second was Shinjo's partner. And so that is Mephisto the third's father. And then Etsuko right here is Mephisto the third's father, Mephisto the second's wife. And he also happens to be Shinjo's younger sister. If you're wondering why he looks about the same age as Akuma-Kun, is because of when they spend time in the demon realm, they age differently. So he has spent more time in the human realm, which is why he looks older than Shinjo does. So if you're a little bit confused. because it is. I like that they give you that information, but I'm not sure I like how they gave you the information. Like I feel like it would just randomly drop in information for you to be like fourth episode in, and they're like, yeah, this is why he looks different, why they're aged differently, and then they have those little characters in the after credits that you can't really skip. And sometimes I just like that. Like I prefer if it's something that I have to watch or it's something that I can skip. But every different episode, sometimes you get bits of information that are important to the story, and then other times they're just kind of talking. And so that was something that I wasn't a huge fan of Netflix trying to take over the anime game. They absolutely are. They're not doing a bad job either. I guess the question is when it comes to that is if that will hold the test of time, if their anime can live up to the level of anime quality wise and longevity wise as the anime studios that are specifically producing anime, like the big names, if that's worth it or not. So if they can do that. But I agree with you, Shar, when it came to the first episode. It was something that I really enjoyed. It definitely had me interested. It oddly, because you and I have talked about Mirko-chan, it kind of reminded me of that, like how that kind of played out. So I really enjoyed that. And it definitely kept me interested. But I can say that moving forward with some of the episodes, I felt like some of them were a bit slower where it was harder to keep my attention. I caught myself playing Monopoly Go and stuff like that. And then like, oh, I think I missed something important. Let me rewind instead of me completely drawn in like I was in the first episode.
Yeah, the first episode to me was one of the better ones. Like that was it caught you and made you want to watch more. But then as the episodes went on, you were kind of like, oh, it's not the same like feeling of all the other ones. So
right.
I mean, it was
I liked how dark it was.
Decent. Yeah,
the first episode compared to what I feel like the rest of the season was.
The rest of them kind of, to me, had a little more like there was comedic effect in the first one, but then as it went on, I felt like the comedic effect got more like continuous, and then it was also just kind of like there was a lot of side things that went on that kind of took away from like just the main mystery of that episode every time.
Right. So that I'm glad that you brought that up. That's one of those things that is unique about this particular anime. The episodes itself, the mysteries that they deal with are all individual, so they're separate. But the thing is, just like what you said, but there is other things going on. There's like this story behind Akuma-Kun and his dad that's playing out. It's the relationship that Akuma-Kun has with Mephisto that is typically on the rocks. But then it's also this bigger thing with Shinjo and his 12 apostles and trying to achieve this major goal. And then there's Strafaya, which was trying to remind Akuma-Kun of who he truly is and stuff like that. Akuma-Kun trying to figure out what it's like to be human and make friends and all this stuff. So there's all these like little stories going on at the same time that make you kind of struggles with where are we going with this? You know, like what's the main purpose of the story?
Right.
So, themes wise, I like that they tapped into a couple of more serious themes like domestic issues and jealousy and
envy.
Which I loved that aspect of it when it came to a lot of the demons, because anything involving the 7 deadly sins or things like that are really intriguing to me. So to find out these stories, watch these stories play out, and then you meet the demon, and then you find out what the demon is the demon of and stuff. I liked how they did that. So it was
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I like the first demon girl, the little one who wanted his heart or whatever.
Grimmery.
Yeah.
I love her. She's funny to
She's
me.
my favorite. Like I said, she's definitely cosplayable. I wish I had watched this prior to Halloween. She could have been one of those 31 days of Halloween cosplay. She's fun. She's sassy. I definitely think that she was a good selling point in it.
Yeah.
She livened it up. She did.
She did. She
Yeah.
made it a little interesting, to say the least. But overall, we go through 12 episodes of them solving numerous things. And I wish that I could give you guys more than that. But, ooh, I hate when that happens.
That's right up here.
It's right up in there. Um, I wish that I could say that there was more to the anime to give to the people to bring them in. But it fell short for me. It wasn't like the worst anime I've ever seen, but it definitely isn't high on my list.
Yeah, I would just say it was a decent watch. It wasn't something I'd probably revisit again, or I'd like. It wasn't bad. It was just like decent. Like I did fall asleep on it a couple of times. No, I mean I did a lot.
Gotta be
But
honest.
but I went back and watched the episodes and they were just decent. It wasn't like really good. It wasn't bad. It was decent.
Yeah. Do you feel the same way, Ish?
I guess you could say it's decent. I think I enjoyed it a little bit more than you guys did, but there were like certain parts I wish I could read, because you know how sub watchers, we could read the subtitles, but if there's writing in the anime itself, I'm still sitting here looking confused, like, I really want to know what that says. Like when he does his whole zone out thing and you see
Yeah,
everything everywhere, I just wanted to
doing
know.
Japanese.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that. It's clearly a popular. It's popular, like the theme, the manga, everything, because actually there after the manga came out, there was a live action drama done of this, and it had a huge impact on Japanese TV shows, and the success is what actually spawned the original anime series. And so when I was researching it, I was more interested in it, and I was like, maybe I would have liked this more if I went back and saw the original that followed his dad. Maybe it would have tied in more, but they give this anime as like it can be a standalone, and I think that they did a good enough job of giving you the information that was needed from the one in 1989. But it was it started off really hot and heavy for me, and then there was a couple of episodes here and there that were just more like slow burns, or you could kind of read them where you could tell who was going to be what and this and that. And so it just didn't keep up the pace that I needed in order to, I think, appreciate it, especially for it to be 12 episodes, only 12 episodes. So I feel like you needed to give me more. And I'm not like a battle junkie or anything. I like the magic. I like the demonology and the names involved, and I like the character dynamics as a whole. But I always felt like in majority of the episodes there was just something missing that I couldn't pinpoint, and that's why I said that it's somewhere in the middle for me. One thing I did read though about this is the creator of this manga actually invented the term mahojin, and I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly. And so that's the generalized system to summon demons written with like the circles that we see in the anime. And so now it's become so popular that it's the subject of like modern fictions and cultures now. So clearly he knows what he's doing. He's doing a good job. And I'm a strong believer that certain anime just doesn't hit for me depending on where my head is at and what else
Mm.
I have going on and stuff. It's kind of hard to go to something that's a little bit closer to the mid range when you've been watching JJK Shode behind for the past month, or when you're watching something as insane as Blue Eyed Samurai and stuff like that. Because there are a lot of great anime out right now, and so I don't know if I'm just in a different headspace to really take it in. So if they get a second season, I'll definitely rewatch it from season one, so I can give it another fair shot because it was something that I noticed when we first did our anime, our upcoming anime for the fall season. It was
Mhm.
something that I had written down as an option. So, you
Mm.
know, what was the major high points for you guys when it came to the anime? Like
I would
something
probably
specific.
Mhm.
it would probably definitely be the character dynamic. I thought that the characters were well like thought out. I like the dynamic of like the best friends, how the dad was like the demon and all that stuff and how they were connected. I thought that was like different. Um but yeah, I still think it was for me it was probably the art style that threw me the most. If it was a different art style, I probably would have enjoyed it a little better.
I can see that. I could definitely see that. Actually, Ash, I'm gonna let you take that.
So for me, I think the art style did play a part because I prefer grittier and darker anime with more adult themes than I do other types of anime. So for me, I think that, and I didn't dislike the animation style. I just think I would have enjoyed that animation style on a different anime compared to this. And I just wish that it had grittier tones. I really enjoyed the character dynamics because I thought that they were realistic. You know, when you have someone like Mephisto the Third, which is loving and caring and empathetic, and you put him with someone like Akuma-Kun that doesn't look at the world that way, you see different nuances, and they both have a tendency to learn from each other in those moments. And you see Mephisto learning that not everything is rainbows and butterflies, and then you also see Akuma-Kun realizing that not everything is hellfire and brimstone, and people are just crappy people. And so I appreciated those nuances. I liked the character design for what the animation style was, and I really enjoyed the color palette. The color palette was one of the things that I really liked. That kind of darker but vibrant, somewhat almost borderline neon colors that you get
Mm.
when it's darker and stuff. But and the animation wasn't bad.
You know, have you ever seen it's this cartoon, I forgot if it's like Canadian or if it was on like PBS, but it was called like Jacob Tutu. Have you ever seen that? So
Mm-mm, I don't think so.
I
What is it
I
about?
liked it, but it was a similar art style. And I
hmm
think because I that cartoon scared me so much because of the art style that it played into how I viewed this. So I didn't hate the art style, but if it was more like if it was this tone of like anime with say JJK or even Bungo Stray Dogs art style, I would have enjoyed it a little more. I would have felt this was very like, hey Arnold, childlike illustration to me. And if
I
it was
get
Mostly
just like
exactly what you
cool.
mean.
elevated, if it was like, if it was just elevated, I would have it would have been a much easier watch for me. That's it.
Oh yeah, if they would have gave it the bungo animation and art style, I think that in itself would have kept me a little bit more interested.
Because even the
I
character kind of
totally agree.
reminded me of like Dazai, like just
hmm
his like laid back demeanor, but like what he says was what he said, and you know, so like I liked the character, I liked the art colors, but just the style kind of, because of other things I've watched, played into that for me.
Mm-hmm. What you thinking, Ash?
Um,
Are you about to
no,
be the
like
problem
I
child?
get it.
Oh.
No, I do get it because, like you said, the tones are great for what it is. The actual style, like Shai was trying to compare it to something else. So when she said, "Hey Arnold," the Peanuts comic strip like popped up in my mind. Just like the round heads and the faces. I'm just like, I guess I'm not too versed in, I guess, darker anime, so I don't have really much to judge it against, which is why I kind of probably enjoyed it more.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they come out with the season 2.
No, I do hope that they come. Well, I feel like they need to.
Yeah.
It's clear that there's so much more to the story. You know, we got guys. If you don't already know, we try our best not to give spoilers, to give you guys the opportunity to watch it and experience it for yourself. So we did. That's why we don't really give a whole bunch of too many details. We just kind of give you a blanket understanding of the anime, just in case you're new to watching this and you're like, "What kind of review is this?" We're still gonna give you a rating, I promise. So, ladies, out of the Ubus, how many are we giving it out of 5?
I'd give it like I didn't hate it and I like this genre, so I'd give it a solid like 3.5 out of 5, right?
Yeah, if we're doing it
Okay,
out of
because I was
5,
like,
I kind of want to. I kind of want to. Actually, let's take that back. Let's do it out of 10, because I feel like if I do it out of 5, I may shortchange it. So, out of
if
10,
A 7.
what are you gonna give it?
yeah, out of 10, then I'd just double and give it like a 7, 7.5.
Okay.
That's a decent rating. I can agree
Yeah,
with that.
I don't hate that. That's your rating as well.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna give it about a 6, and that's that's where I'm giving that. I'm gonna put it at a 6, and that's with
Being
hope that
generous.
we. Yeah, honestly, yes. I think. Well, no, because I believe that it is in the mid range. Like I said, I have seen worse anime, and I don't think it's a bad anime at all. So, in order for me, but I'm not gonna say that if somebody asked me tomorrow, like, should I go and watch this particular anime based off of the previous recommendations that I have given them, based off of what they know I like, and they're asking me because they like some of the same things I like, I would say no. Now, if they say, well, I like uh, isekai or something light and whatever and goofy, like something like that, but still has some more serious notes, then I would say yes. So that's why I would give it a 6. I think me giving it a 7, the only thing that I could give it a 7 for is really that first episode. Like if they could come back and give me even half a season with with a season like the first episode, I easily would have given this a 7.5. If they would have given me a little bit more of the episodes like that. But aside from that episode, the only episode that really intrigued me was the last episode. The episode, um, episodes.
I like the frenemy directors.
Oh yeah, that one was interesting.
It was interesting. I don't know if it was exciting enough for me. It was interesting, but I don't know how much I liked that one.
It was a very much a slow burn. What's the
I
show
liked the one with the
called?
cabinet minister, the one that he
Yeah.
was yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little spoiler there. But he was, let's just say he was an orphan and he was taken in, and he does not like people talk about his daddy. And so I liked
Oh.
that episode. Yeah, so I liked that one. That one kept my attention. But I don't know about any of the other ones. So.
Don't you talk about my
See,
daddy.
that line got me. But yeah, it honestly wouldn't be one that I'd like openly recommend, but I'd tell somebody, watch it you gotta watch it for yourself because like I said, it's right. I gave it a 7 for it was different than other animes that I watched in a way. So I give it a little bit more because of the like unique story or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't be like a recommendation. It'd be like, hey, watch it for yourself. Like I can't tell you if it was good or bad. You just gotta watch it.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I think everybody could probably find something interesting in it. It's just a matter of if it's something that you would stick to, or I would say this is more of like a casual anime. This isn't something that I would go out of my way to binge watch. Actually,
I put it on while I sleep.
Yeah, like before bed, and you're done with all the heavy hitters. But I also feel like maybe it would have been a better anime if it wasn't on Netflix and gave us straight through where we had to watch it each week. So then you had more time to kind of think about the characters more and what was gonna. Well, maybe not. Honestly, probably.
I feel like I'd stop watching it if it was like that. I probably would have stopped watching it.
After I said that out loud, I was like, no, that's not true. That's not true.
I don't even like waiting for my favorites right now. I'm definitely not going to hold my breath for that.
Yeah, that's a quick binge. Like I said, it's 12 episodes, about 23 minutes each. Check it out. It involves demonology and mystery. So if you like detective anime, it definitely is going to give you that. I wouldn't say it's the grittiest, but I think that it's entertaining enough. So be sure to check that out. It's on Netflix. It's called Akuma-Kun, and I posted it one last time, so you can kind of see like when I see that, even when I see like the characters that look a little younger or whatever, this gives off like
grittier.
Demon Child. Yeah, it gives off something grittier that is just gonna be. It's gonna be super gritty, and it's just under the guise that it's gonna be cutesy because the characters look like that. And so I just personally felt like they missed the mark a little bit on that. But that is our quick little anime review for Akuma-Kun. And so next up, we're gonna get into. So I want to know, do we want to do the bracket first, or I think we should probably do who we want to bring to Friendsgiving before we talk about the food. I think we'll do that. So we all decided 5 different anime characters that we would invite to Friendsgiving or Thanksgiving dinner. And so I'm going to put up the pictures of these characters, and the person that chose them is going to basically tell you why. And I know that this is going to be interesting. Let's pop up this one first. And I'm going to move us over again.
Oh. I know whose list that is.
What? Crazy.
Oh. So I tried to do a little bit of everything for that one.
Okay.
Sanji, chef. And he's entertaining. Soma, him. Amazing chef. Like, if you've seen Food Wars, you know. So that's 2 chefs for Thanksgiving dinner. So I already know I'm going to be eating good.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Nico Robin would be a great storyteller. Her being a historian. Charmy not only cooks, but there's healing factors in her food. And then for Captain Yami, who doesn't want a little eye candy? Yeah.
Hey, you already know I'm always Team Yami. Yami can show up and not do anything but go in and out of the bathroom for all I care, and I would be satisfied. I would be more than happy.
This was hard though, because a couple of people I wanted to pick, they're usually like it's like a buy one get one. It's a twofer. Like they have a person that has to go with them, but I'm like, I only get 5 people, and I feel like that would be cheating. So this is what I narrowed it down to: 3 chefs, a healer, a historian, storyteller, and then some eye candy.
I'm here for it. That sounds like a pretty good Friendsgiving to me.
Yes.
So what about your list, Shar? Because this was a mixture. We got a lot of eye candy though, so I appreciate it.
I had the same idea as Aisha, okay? Because what I did was I got 3 chefs and I got someone who's interesting and I got, of course, Gojo. Now all of them are eye candy in all their different ways. But I picked Dazai because I feel like he can get to the bottom of things. He's a great detective. Thanksgiving is full of drama sometimes. So I feel like, you got to have a buffer and someone who can just like calm everybody down. And I think he's attracted too. So, why not? Now I pick Joichiro Yukihira because while his son is a great cook, he taught his son everything. So he's, even better. And on top of that, he's old. He's more in my age range. Let's say that. And he's fine. Like a fine man that can cook. That's really all you need. Honestly, it could just be like a dinner for 2 if he's just there. But yeah, that's why. Well, that's why I picked
Friendsgiving, Shanta. Friendsgiving, not frenemy. Friendsgiving. I like the choices.
I picked Arena because again, she's pretty much top of her game at school. She can cook really well, and she has that like fire. I feel like she would cook no bad food. And when it's Thanksgiving time, that's like the Super Bowl. You gotta have the best. I picked Akira because 1, Aisha took Sanji, and 2, because I had to have someone who knew flavor and spices.
Yes.
And that is his bag. All right. He is the spice man. He is Flavor Town. So with all 3 of those chefs working together, he just got it like that. And then Gojo is self-explanatory. He's just a good time and magic, all that good stuff. So I feel like I thought of like everything. We got entertainment, we got food. It's a good friends Thanksgiving or whatever.
Well, Chantal, I technically picked 2.
What? What'd she say?
She said that I see you ladies didn't invite but 1 female each. Interesting. Well, first off, let's say this. There's already 3 of us, so that could have just been enough female energy anyway. But Shar chose 1, and Miss Sunkissed Waifu chose 2. So we got a little even batch there. I probably would have. She said I probably would have picked a super team of women since I believe that's who actually holds the power. I don't think you're baby girl.
That is facts. But
facts.
I'm trying, and it's only one day. It's not like I can't have the girls over any other day. This is just like, this is, my time to.
Ladies, Friendsgiving.
Yeah, because on actual Thanksgiving, I'm gonna be the one cooking. I'm gonna be surrounded with all the women in my life. Friendsgiving, I can have a little
dinner with your dinner, honey.
Right.
That's what we're going for. So this is my list, and as you see, there are 6, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I wasn't cheating or anything. There's a real reason. Okay. So I'm gonna start off with Koro Sensei, because first off, let me just say this: the ladies here, the waifus, literally grabbed every chef freaking possible, in my opinion. And we have male chefs with this. So we have like every chef possible. So I decided to focus less on the food aspect and more of the party aspect, right? So Koro Sensei, he's just from Assassination's Classroom, is just a great time. He's funny, he's fun to be around, he's interesting. You know he's great at the party tricks. And he may even teach you a little something about the history of whatever is going on at the party, Thanksgiving, whatnot. I'll be watching the Thanksgiving parade and he'll give me the history behind all of this stuff like that. So, that is why I chose him. Now, I'm glad what was his name? I'm glad Eli, oh, hey, sorry. So I'm glad you said Goku and Naruto are going to be eating up all your food. Now, the reason I had to bring Goku in particular is because we have 8 million chefs. So this is no longer a Thanksgiving dinner. This is going to be a Thanksgiving feast. And everybody knows you got like 3 days to eat up Thanksgiving food before either you're tired of it or it goes bad. And one thing, so I could have chose Luffy, but Luffy continues to expand. The man is not going to stop eating. Goku will stop eating at some point. So that's why I chose Goku. He gonna go battle it off and stuff like that. And then that's why Boma comes in. Boma comes in because A, she can keep Goku in check. B, the main reason that I brought her, this girl is rich. She's going to bring party favors. She's going to bring the best wine. She's going to bring you the best food. She may or may not bring you a spare Dragon Ball to wish something back from. Like you never know. She's a keeper. Like I think that, we can have girl talk and all that stuff like that. She will keep Goku in check and make sure that he doesn't eat too much of everything. And we get free stuff because I don't know about y'all, but I like free shit.
Yeah.
So then next up, I have Naruto. The reason I brought Naruto, let's go to Yu-Gi-Oh. The reason I have Yugi/Yami is because Thanksgiving, holidays in at least my household, but in particular a lot of Black folks' households, it's gonna be game. It's gonna be game night. So you gotta bring the king of games. You gotta bring the king of games, and you already know he's well versed in card games. I just see him as instantly my spades partner, and we just gonna go to town. So yeah, who doesn't want a little black card revoked, a little bit of spades, maybe a little bit of dominoes?
Hey, I'll go with beat up.
Hey, but guess what? There's a method to all of this, babe. That's why Naruto comes in, because nobody taught no jutsus better than Naruto himself. So if
ain't no talking about jutsu when it comes to spades.
So hey, if stuff start to pop off, he'll handle it. He'll calm it down. He'll be the one to do it. I almost put Tanjiro, but then because he's so kind and sweet, and he would have just calmed it down. He don't cry as much as he used to. Don't do Tanjiro like that. He does not. He does not.
Yeah, he does.
He does not. Do these male anime characters have girlfriends? My son is a manga fanatic, but I never heard of Naruto having a girlfriend. Naruto is actually married.
Hinata would get in that behind over him.
So, but Hinata wasn't invited to Friendsgiving, so what she don't know won't kill her.
Yeah, okay.
Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't want her to. Right, she'll be in the cut. But and then the other reason why I brought Naruto is because we got a lot of chefs, which means we're gonna have a lot of food, which means we're gonna have a lot of dishes. And guess what? Shadow clones, boom. Cleaning up the kitchen.
But how does it fix though?
I remember Yu-Gi-Oh! From raising my son. Those cards all over the place got on my nerves. Tried to organize them, but it was in vain. Yep. No, well, you gotta get like a little booklet, like a collector's booklet, and make sure that they put up the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards at night. Yeah. And then Zoro. Now Zoro is my honorable mention, my sixth. The reason I wanted Zoro was not for me personally, because if y'all don't know, if you're new to this channel, or new to hearing me speak, I am sober. I do not drink alcohol. I am in sobriety. But if this was like 2 years ago, your girl was gonna want to drink with him. But now that I can't drink, because you gotta have libations, don't nobody want a dry Thanksgiving. I don't even have dry Thanksgiving for the people around me because that's boring
Yeah.
or whatever. And
Inviting
you already
Zoro, you
know.
won't have anymore.
But he gonna eventually he gonna eat and he gonna sleep. That is when you drink. While he is eating and sleeping, you drink.
If there's any left
And
over.
hey, I'm gonna make him bring the booze. We gonna bring the booze, and then if he don't get it, we still got Boma with the unlimited money supply. We gonna have the booze, and then we got Goku and Koro Sensei that can damn near do. Goku got instant transmission. Koro Sensei can move faster than speed of sound. So liquor run, boom. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be fine. No stress. She got the wallet. They got the means. Don't nobody even need to get up from the table but them, and they'll be back in a flash. But also, I want to take a nap with Zoro after I've had my first meal of the day because you have about three, and we're watching the football games and stuff. He ready to sleep. I'm ready to knock out on him. What happens from there, I don't know. But yeah, sleep. No, I really want to sleep. Y'all know I like to nap, but sleep. I like to sleep. So that is why I threw Zoro on there as well. But you couldn't have bring. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. We can take it down. What shows are you ladies reviewing for discussion? We already reviewed Akuma-Kun on Netflix. So that is it's 12 episodes, and that is what we reviewed today. Now we're done with our reviews, and now that you have our list, be sure to check post in the comments and let us know if you like our anime characters that we would like to bring to Thanksgiving dinner, Friendsgiving, or if you had another option that you thought would have been a better choice, if you think that somebody made a poor choice. And Goku very well can go sideways, but I believe that I brought the ultimate person to keep him in check, and Boma gonna handle that. So I'm not worried. But just in case you don't remember who everyone had, this is my list with Naruto, Goku, and by the way, Naruto eats, but he's more in the ramen. So I think as long as between Sanji, Charmy, the Somas, like I think all the people from Food Wars, I think we're gonna have more than enough food. Also, another thing that I thought about, another reason why we need a lot of diversity is just having all them Food War characters. That's gonna turn into something else because they be dropping their clothes and stuff. Like you got to be careful. I had to get away from all them chefs because I was like, this is gonna turn into an orgy by the end of the night if we don't throw in some randoms in there to. They could replace champagne for just enough. Oh, thank you. I actually do have some non-alcoholic beverages that I partake in during holidays if necessary. But thank you. I appreciate that. I'll be sure to look into that. So this is my list with Zoro, Boma, Yu-Gi-Oh! And then this is Aisha's list with Nico Robin. Here, you say all you people. I don't know why I'm saying.
Okay, so Nico Robin as a historian, storyteller, Captain Yami for the eye candy, Charmy for healing, and as a chef, Sanji as a chef, Baby Soma as a chef. Oh, it's gonna be lit. We're gonna be having food, having fun, and we're not gonna get fat as long as we keep eating Charmy's food. So I'm on board.
Damn, I forgot about that. I'm so glad we brought Charmy.
Absolutely.
I love that. And she gonna heal some stuff. She's a winner. She's everything. And she's sweet, but she can, obviously show age up and show the heck out. Ooh. So I think she really is like the mom of everything. She can handle all of that. Everybody that we're bringing, she'll be like, calm that shit down.
Right.
And then last but definitely not least, Char with with the eye candy, the chefs, the dessert.
Hey, they serve two purposes. Um, I got Arena, Dazai, Gojo, Akira, and Joichiro. But yeah, they all serve multiple things. Eye candy is just like on top of. So it's
Chef
a
skills.
well-rounded group.
Absolutely. I totally agree. So that is our list. I hope you enjoyed it. We had fun making it. It was hard though when you have to sit there and think about what anime character, especially when you have a whole collection of anime that you've watched, and you got to make sure that nobody just randomly starts a fight and ruins Thanksgiving dinner. You got to make sure that people aren't trying to unalive people. You got to make sure that everyone gels well. You got to make sure you got someone that's cooking good food or whatever. So that was definitely not the easiest thing. I was thinking of a couple of different characters, and then I would be like, I don't know about that. Maybe.
Yeah, it
So
was a
I did
lot of
that
moves
quite
trying to
a
figure
bit.
it out.
hmm And so last up, before we get up out of here, we are going to do a bracket for Thanksgiving side dishes. Now, if you've ever watched our show before, our brackets and our tier list not only go a very long time, but they can get intense. Typically between me and another waifu on the panel, but
Let's
I'm
get
not
ready
gonna say
to
no names.
rumble.
Thankfully, we have the sweet honey Shar to balance us out and bring us back to planet Earth because we be out there. So we decided that we would do something a little bit simple, but it's still very controversial, and that is Thanksgiving side dishes. You already know you can have the turkey, the ham, the chicken. Actually, before we even get into the side dishes, if you had to choose three meats for your dinner, what are your three meats?
For Thanksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
turkey, ham, roast, like pot roast.
Yeah, I'd probably say the same.
Actually, the tier list probably would have been easier than we thought because those are the three for me. Those are the three for me. I'm looking crazy if either one of those three is missing from the list. So, okay, so you already know we're gonna open up this bracket. We do the fun little bracket makers to make it easy on us and give y'all the proper visuals.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna share my screen, and here we go. It's whoa, why isn't that sharing? Oh, there it is. Okay, with 8 million trillion ads on here. Okay, so this is our list, and we're just gonna do matchup mode like we did for the higher low kill count when it came to the serial killers. The horror characters. We're going to do that. So they're just random things in here, and they're gonna match it up for us. Okay.
I don't think I'm ready.
If the thing clicks, it's not clicking. Click, click, click. Don't be disrespectful. Okay, let's just refresh it and call it a day.
Them boots is ugly.
That's funny because I actually saw a ad for that ahead of time and I screenshot it because I thought they were kind of interesting.
Oh, they're interesting.
Okay,
What?
let's do this because this is stressing me out. Okay, here we go with the bracket. I don't know what that was doing. What is happening?
Uh-oh.
It's like it's acting weird now. Okay. You guys chat among yourself about your favorite Thanksgiving dishes, and I'm going to fix this. It's being weird.
Who doesn't like to talk about food?
Food.
We're actually still trying to like downsize because the way we were gonna work it out over here, it was gonna be turkey and pot roast, and then we were talking about greens, yams, mac and cheese, potato salad. I forgot another side, but there's only 3 of us, so you can only imagine that's over.
Mm.
So we have to narrow it down and figure. Oh yeah, stuffing, not dressing. Dressing's a wet one, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So stuffing, that was number 5. We have to figure out how to narrow this down and for everybody to be happy.
Well, you can always still make it, and then whatever you don't use, you can like donate to like a homeless shelter or a church, just so you can still, I guess, get what you need. But then if you have too much, fried turkey.
Seafood dressing.
I've never
had that.
You said I've never had seafood dressing either, but I've heard it being made before.
I don't like dressing, so
I don't either.
I don't like dressing or stuff.
But I think if I don't either.
Cranberry sauce. Interesting. That's not up my alley per se. Y'all eat cranberry stuffing? I mean, cranberry sauce?
Oh, cranberry sauce? I eat cranberry sauce by itself. I like the canned and I like homemade. I don't like the ones with like the actual berries like in it though.
I love that because it was funny when I was growing up. I didn't like canned cranberry sauce, and then one day I woke up and I was like, "This is God's gift to Earth.
It's good. Like
it's so good."
I won't shame y'all for it, but no.
And you gotta make it fancy too. We be like
us right now.
It's good. How do you not like it? But see, I love cranberry. I love all things cranberry. So I love cranberry juice. I love cranberry everything.
Every cranberry juice ever made. They have not gone wrong with cranberry juice at all. But cranberry sauce?
It's so good.
Hot cranberry, I can do it.
You said hot?
I think I don't know. The funny thing, I don't eat it, so I just assume it's just.
Oh, it's cold. I eat it cold.
Oh God,
it's so good.
Full of hot food and then cold cranberry.
You eat cranberry sauce hot?
I don't eat it at all.
That's it's called balance.
Yeah, it helps. It helps. Listen, it helps. If you get a little cranberry sauce and with the other food, it just helps. It's so good. It's so good.
I'll be the odd man out for this one. No.
But see, I don't eat a lot of Thanksgiving food. I have I pretty much have 4 things on my plate. I don't do a lot.
Are you one of those people who can have your food mixed, or you have to eat?
I don't care if it's touching, but I pretty much only do turkey, cranberry, macaroni and cheese, and yams. That's my base.
Ooh.
I'm not a big fan of greens. I'm not a big fan of
yeah. Oh, you just hurt my heart, girl.
You get a little bit of the yams on mac and cheese.
That's the marriage made in heaven.
It is. Oh Lord Jesus!
Everybody likes that. I'm just not a big fan of mixing my stuff like that.
I don't mix it up, but if you eat some and then eat some more of the other, because even at barbecues, I will eat mac and cheese and baked beans, the sweet ones. It's good. Here's go ahead and do the pasta.
Wait, saw you and what?
Of course, I cannot eat that.
Aww.
Oh yeah, I can't
eat everybody's food. That was sweet though.
Yeah, I'll always say thank you and take the plate, but I will not eat it.
Eat a bracket. Yeah, unless I know you, I'm not eating that. I'm not. I'll even give it away, but I won't eat it.
I don't trust food from strangers' homes.
How are people still doing potlucks? That's my question.
I don't do potlucks, especially at work.
I'm not touching y'all food with a 10-foot pole.
No.
Not at work, baby.
Mm-mm.
Well, I've been able to do it before, but I definitely am limited to what I choose. And then now, ever since COVID, I won't do it at all. 'Cause that's
Y'all give me, because I used to be a teacher and I worked in like daycare, and so when you guys say potluck, it like sends a shiver down my spine. Like, no, thank you.
No, I work at an elementary school, so Jesus.
No, no.
Absolutely not at a school.
No.
You couldn't pay me to eat a potluck. No. Okay, so let me give y'all the update on what's happening over here. So I created this in a thing, and for whatever reason, it's not opening in the browser that I have. So I was using a different browser, and every time I log out of this account to log into the account that it's actually in, it just keeps going back to the same account, which doesn't have the bracket in it. So that's what I'm doing over here. Just if you are wondering why I'm just like,
work your magic, girl. Work your magic.
I just don't know why it's acting like this all of a sudden. Because I literally was looking at it right before we started. And it'll take too long for me to, well, it won't take too long, but I just feel like by the time I'll create, you know what, I could just do that. Let's just create a new one and see if that works for us. In like 0.5 seconds. Because it's here and I can do it as a bracket. Like I can just make it do it as a bracket, like where I put the images in there. But I wanted it to be random, and it has the option to do that. And for whatever reason, it's not popping up right now. And I don't want to put them together because then it's my fault. Whatever happens, it's on me.
I will be blaming you. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, if I put two good things together, then y'all gonna be mad. Y'all gonna be like, "How dare you put mac and cheese up against this?" And I'm like,
"You put mac and cheese up against yams. Me and you gonna have a real long conversation after this."
See, and that's why you don't want. That's the whole point of this random thing. You feel me? Like, so we don't have to do that. We don't want those problems. I don't know about you. I'm gonna just put a random title. I don't want that. Y'all gonna be looking at me crazy, and then they're gonna be looking at me. The viewers are gonna be looking at me like, "What is your problem? How dare you do that?" And then I'm the bad guy, and I don't want to be the. I would prefer not to be the bad guy anyway.
Just not today.
When you saw me, I said just at least today. Y'all know I have no problem being the problem, but I don't want to be it today. I'm trying to be on my best behavior. So what is a Thanksgiving food that you're just always like absolutely not? Don't even bring that anywhere near me.
Chitlins.
Dressing and stuffing. Y'all have chitlins?
Yeah, chitlins is the
there's
issue.
some families that still make chitlins. I just
My family still makes chitlins. I just don't eat them. And what happens is the person that makes the chitlins is usually my grandmother. So like the house doesn't smell like chitlins or anything like that because they come over to our house. So
they cook it and then bring it over instead of cooking it.
Exactly.
Once you open that lid,
because once you open that lid, it's over for you. It's problematic. I don't know what.
It was a survival thing, like way back in the day. But now,
I don't think I've ever had chitlins at Thanksgiving.
I got forced to try it.
I could have been little and just don't remember, but I don't think I've ever seen chitlins.
Memory for you. I hope so. You don't try it as an adult, no.
And now that I'm older, like I usually make Thanksgiving for like my family, so I ain't never made them. So
that's a fight waiting to happen.
not fixing itself. So unfortunately, you were just gonna have to deal with me putting in the randoms.
Okay.
So don't be mad at me. Don't be
So
mad
for
at
every
me.
action, there is an opposite and equal reaction. Just so we're clear.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I don't. This is gonna go badly. I can just see it now. I can see it now. Oh, jeez, Louise. It's not gonna be good. Now I'm worried. Don't hate me, y'all. But if I make it too easy, you already know how that's gonna go.
Oh. Check your phone.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Oh my god, I just clicked back.
What did I say? That makes sense. Like my best friend eating dookie meat. The only thing yeah.
Not dookie. Man.
What is that the okay, is that chitlins are the same thing people be calling booty noodles, right?
Who calls them booty noodles?
That's what I always hear is like booty. I've never
What
had
is
chitlins.
booty noodles though?
That's what I thought chitlins were. They're not booty noodles?
Girl,
I mean, technically, if you want to get...
Don't they look like noodles?
No. Chitlins is pig intestines.
Yeah, and it's like white and like they look like noodles. They look like booty noodles.
I can't with you. Booty noodles.
I know what chitlins is.
I just can't. I can't.
I say you never had them. I always called them booty noodles.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
oh, Jesus, not the booty noodles.
Booty noodles is a whole new.
It's better than dookie meat.
Neither one of them are good.
Who says that though?
That's the comment said dookie meat.
She did call it dookie meat in the comments.
I can't.
So I was just trying to figure out if that's what booty noodles were.
The funny thing is, the first time I heard the word booty noodles was early today. And it was because somebody decided to play a song. And it was talking about, I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared. There was no warning, no disclaimer, nothing. She just said, don't mess with me tonight because I done had Taco Bell. We're not trying to have you turn into like booty noodles. Or I was like, wait, what? What? No.
I've never heard it used like that.
Oh, it's so traumatic. Lord, now we got dookie meat and booty noodles.
I've always heard booty noodles.
That is a.
I've never heard that a day in my life.
Really? I hear that all the time.
Called a lot of things, but booty noodles is
who are you hanging around?
I don't know.
What'd you say? Okay. Crazy, man. Crazy. This thing is just so disrespectful.
That's what I was told they were called. Booty noodles.
That is a first for us. I can't even say for me. For us, that's a first.
I know. Yeah, I don't know.
She's like, maybe.
I heard it once, and that's what I've been calling them. I don't know.
I mean, it technically fits. It's just not something somebody's prepared to hear. Right off the bat.
Okay. So, thankfully, the ghost in the back came through in the clutch. So these are not the ones that I put on, but we're going to make it work anyway. He helped us out. With the so now we're doing a tier list instead of the bracket because the thing just wasn't acting right. I don't know what's going on with that. I think it has to do with the site. So first up, we have baked potato. Where are we
Baked
putting
potato,
baked potato?
like a basic baked potato or like a loaded baked potato? Because those are two different categories.
Mm-hmm.
If we're doing loaded baked potato, I can say at least a minimum of B. If it's a basic baked potato, it got to go lower.
For me, baked potatoes just don't need to be in Thanksgiving. It's mashed potatoes for me during that time. So, but wherever y'all want to put it, even if it is loaded, like I just can't picture myself with a baked potato while I'm eating like turkey and gravy and stuff like that. It's just weird. I would prefer mashed potatoes.
I don't like the consistency of mashed potatoes, to be honest.
What?
Since I was a kid.
Me too. But I'll eat them. I'll eat them if they're really good. But I don't. That's like not my.
The mouthfeel.
You know, I want to make a restaurant of potatoes. That's what's a different potato thing. That's like one of my dreams. But yeah.
What, like baked potato, au gratin?
Baked potato, au gratin, mashed, French fries, everything.
She got her menu going. Okay.
Okay, so where are we putting the baked potato?
For the regular baked potato, I'd give it a C. I don't think it's horrible. If it's loaded, it's different.
C as well.
That's like semi-loaded.
These look like Popeye's biscuits.
D.
Is that what those are?
That's a murder weapon. That's
no,
not
those are just those are just biscuits in general. I am not a biscuit eater, so it's a D tier for me because I don't eat biscuits.
It's
and
like at least
sweet Hawaiian rolls down there. So
okay, rolls and biscuits. So for Thanksgiving, I'm not a big biscuit person. I'm very much a roll person.
That's fine for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Brussels sprouts is up next.
Not for Thanksgiving.
Listen though.
I was about to say that's probably the only time that I would eat Brussels sprouts if they're cooked right.
They've grown on me.
Like 2 people.
I like
they've grown
Brussels
on me
sprouts,
too.
but not for Thanksgiving.
Oh, I have them for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I've had them for Thanksgiving.
Oh,
garlic roasted Brussels sprouts
are amazing. Parmesan garlic roasted Brussels sprouts are amazing.
The Parmesan ones are.
Oh, I do put Parmesan. Yep. I'm okay with C or B. Is fine with me. C is fine.
All right, now we got cranberry sauce. Now this is homemade cranberry sauce, not canned, which I now make a homemade cranberry sauce that I think is amazing, and everybody else does because they've been begging me to make it every year since I made it for the first time. But I don't replace that from the canned version. So I make an amount of the home cooking version. And then I also have the can because the can is necessary.
Facts.
Why are you making that face, Ish?
You haven't lived, man.
I can't.
It's so good.
Like any cranberry sauce?
No, any homemade store.
I'm gonna bring you some of mine and let's see if I can change your mind.
It's so good.
I'm telling you, I make a mean cranberry sauce.
Because it's one of the few things on my plate, it's like a B at least for me.
I was gonna put it at B as well. And if it was canned, I'd probably put it in A tier.
Same.
It
makes the meal. It makes the meal.
To have it. Even before when I didn't eat it, I would never say don't have it as an option because almost everybody eats it. So many people eat it.
That's good.
Mm-mm.
So you got to.
No.
Did y'all see this? Booty noodles and Is that what
I'm sorry with that. Booty noodles. I really thought that was the name. Whatever.
I cannot believe that you actually thought people were walking around saying, hey, don't forget to bring the booty noodles.
No, not like that, but just like when someone said like chitlins, people be like, I don't eat no booty noodles. Like that was it.
I can imagine
okay.
somebody saying that as a comeback, but just man,
I would call it booty noodles. Is there an S tier? Are we not seeing it?
No,
Or?
I think it's just
Okay.
A.
Okay.
Or are we not seeing it? Is it up there? Because if so, then cranberry. Well, then cranberry sauce needs to go to A. I thought we were only working with A through D. I think cranberry sauce is necessary.
You better leave it where it's at. No.
I feel like it's an A too. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're moving it to A. You got to remember that outside of when you get to the pies and stuff, with people don't usually get to the end. Outside of like yam, that is like the sweet thing that people have on their plate. So people put that on top of their turkey and gravy and put it next to their dressing and stuff. Like that has to be up there.
It's kind of like a palate cleanser too. Like you eat stuff, and then you eat that, and then you eat something else.
It is a palate cleanser. It's refreshing. It comes from Osprey.
I'm not about to play with you.
Spray Ocean or whatever they call it. Okay,
Ocean
next up, you already know. Ocean Spray. You already know gravy. It's, as long as it's my mama or my grandmother's gravy, it's S tier. For me. Are y'all gravy
I'm
people?
not a fan. I'm not a gravy person.
I can't with...
It depends on who makes the gravy. That store-bought gravy, no.
No, we're not. You see that ladle? That little gravy dish? That is.
And somebody
gravy.
mama out there cracked open a can or a jar, warmed it up, and put it in that gravy boat.
Okay, well, we're going to assume it's homemade gravy. We black folks, we don't buy that store-bought stuff if we don't have to.
Some people out here perpetrating, that's all I'm saying.
No, there definitely are.
Everything got to be fresh on Thanksgiving except cranberry sauce. Everything got to be fresh.
You got to cook the night before, and then certain things you got to cook the morning of. You got to wake up in the morning and finish up your stuff. Like, I don't make my mac and cheese the night before. I make it the morning of.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, and when you were talking about greens, because it's not on this list, but greens was on my original list, that hurt me to the core. Because every year we have collard greens and mustard greens. That's how much we love greens. Collard greens and mustard greens.
I make it.
And green beans.
We got green beans, mustard greens, and collard. I make it. I don't particularly like it. I just don't. Everybody eats it, but no.
So do you do ham hocks or turkey necks? Smoked turkey necks?
It's mostly turkey necks now. I don't really use ham anymore. The only ham is bacon. So
bacon.
Honey roasted ham and bacon. Those are not really pork. Like those are acceptable for me.
Bacon is bacon. Bacon is in its own thing. It's its own little.
And honey baked ham. I will tear that up.
Ham. Particularly from Honey Baked Ham.
Company. Yes, that's the only one.
The company, like. Their ham is insane. I will easily drop that $50 on that ham.
And
that does not count as pork. That does not count as pork, okay?
No. Okay, I think next up is baked macaroni and cheese.
S.
Easily.
Is it?
What?
S.
That's mac and cheese?
Is it?
So, I can't see because the picture.
No, the mac and cheese is next to it. That looks like something else.
Are those scalloped potatoes?
They might be. Yeah, they might be. Got my forehead on.
Can we just pretend like that's baked mac and cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't do the other stuff. Don't look like.
We can just skip over the other type of mac and cheese.
Yeah.
That's irrelevant.
I'm not touching that.
Yeah, mashed potatoes it's high for me, but y'all don't like the texture.
If it's really good, I'll eat it. So I could put it in A if it's seasoned right.
Fine. I won't put up a fight for that. Not like I did with the other stuff. No. I'll put up a fight for cranberries, but
Next up, that looks like a pecan pie.
D.
I'm not a fan.
It's D. I'm not a fan at all. At all. Next up, now that looks like scalloped potatoes or some form of potatoes. which I actually like scalloped potatoes.
They are good when made properly.
Made properly,
Honestly,
keyword.
I've certainly never had bad scalloped potatoes, but I feel like it's really hard to mess up a potato. As long as it has
Undercooking
seasoning.
it can mess up a potato.
Mm-hmm.
True. Well, I've never had undercooked.
That's what I'm saying. It's a possibility.
But I think B is a fair place.
That's fine.
Okay.
Next up is that may or may not be a sweet potato pie or a pumpkin pie, but because it's us, it's a sweet potato pie where we put
Sweet
in a
potato.
Yes.
Sweet potato pie. I can put it in S tier.
Throw that up
I'm
there.
not a huge sweet potato pie fan. I'm
not
apple
a pie fan. I usually don't like pies, but sweet potato is pretty decent. I'm fine with wherever you guys put that.
Do that pumpkin.
Next up, now that is stuffing, but aside from Aisha, the average black person eats dressing.
I don't want my stuffing swimming in juice. No, it's
No,
too
you
moist.
need to cook it
for
down.
me.
I think you're having some that is just really wet. Because like the dressing that we have is not that wet, but it's not as dry as breadcrumb stuffing. It's like somewhere in between.
Yeah, but if you got
Like it's not dripping.
cornbread stuffing, you can add a little gravy to it if you want to. But if somebody goes to take a scoop and I can't tell what you got a scoop of, I don't want it. I don't. It don't look edible to me. But see,
I'm not a huge dressing
y'all
person
understand? That's
anyway,
fine.
so it's fine. It's fine with me. We can put the stuffing where it's at. Because Shar and I don't eat it at all, so it does. I don't think it matters to us. Next is
No.
Is that sweet potato casserole? No.
It's yams
Sweet
with
potato casserole.
marshmallows.
Marshmallows on top.
So that's sweet potato casserole, technically.
No.
But
It's just candied yams.
candied yams? That's how they cook
Yeah.
them. Okay.
If they didn't have the marshmallows, they'd go higher up. I am
See,
forever
that's the thing.
scarred.
That's the problem with this particular tier list because it's not as melanated as it needs to be.
That's
Because we don't put marshmallows on our stuff. So let's just pretend that it's candied yams, like regular yams. Is it going in S tier?
Oh, S tier? If it's
Regular
regular
yams?
yams?
Yeah,
Because it
regular
gotta go
yams.
with mac and cheese. That's all I'm saying. They gotta be together
Yeah.
somewhere.
So we're moving
Yep.
those things. Guys, if you were watching this, if you play this back later on, hear my word. We are looking at this from a melanated standpoint. In our eyes, this is regular candied yams. Ignore the marshmallows, okay? Just ignore the marshmallows.
Matter of fact, you should throw it in front of the sweet potato pie. That way, they're together.
True. I have no idea what the next thing is. What is the next thing? What is
I'm
that?
scared.
Stop moving it.
I have no idea what that is.
Is that I'm gonna zoom in.
I don't even want to guess at what it is because I have no idea.
Let's
It
get
looks
past
like-
the next three.
Man, it looked like cereal up close.
Yeah, I don't know what that
I don't
is.
know
'Cause I
what that
can't
is.
see it, and since I didn't make it, let's skip that one. We don't need the little cake, the little cheesecake thingies, because who eats cheesecake on Thanksgiving?
I do.
Oh, well then there you go. Then we can't put it on the tier list. That's cheesecake. Where would you like it?
It depends on what it is because I don't do all that chocolate cheesecake stuff.
I make my cheesecakes. I make them like individual, so I'd put it in like A. I think they're good.
Oh, my boyfriend makes the best apple pie cheesecake ever. And I never knew it was a thing
apple pie.
until he made it.
Apple pie cheesecake and upside down what is it, lemon cake? I mean pineapple cake? Cheesecake?
What?
Delicious.
Upside down pineapple cheesecake is not bad.
I haven't tried that one. The first one, I'm just the second one, I gotta try now. My bag is never going to be small. Listen,
I've given up.
Girl, let me tell you, front view pictures all year round because that cut
I'm
you
never.
like.
I'm never. You'll never see me from the back.
You will never see me from the back. You may see
My
me from
back
like
will
the
forever be
side,
me.
but we don't do that. We don't do the back view. You got to picture me in the back view, and I'm mad.
This is big
I'm
back
mad.
behavior.
I'd be like, untag.
I wish I like. Yes, the untag is necessary.
Oh, you're not gonna be able to identify me. Nope.
Oh gosh, I've been missing these. Okay, so let me show you the comments because I'm missing them. Instant and canned and processed Thanksgiving dishes, yummy. Okay, no, sir.
Nothing.
Learn how to
Everything
cook.
should be fresh on
Everything's
Thanksgiving.
fresh. Learn how to cook, my friend. Maple syrup, glazed ham. Why not just brown sugar?
Gravy,
Gravy and mashed
That's not
at
for the dry
least,
part.
if not for the dry part.
I've never had it like a dry turkey.
I've only had like one dry turkey, and that is
But
arguably just because it was overcooked, and that's because we forgot it was in there that one year. I think there was a game on. We were eating later in the day, and there was a game on, and some crazy stuff was happening between the Redskins and the Cowboys, and
oh
we
yeah,
forgot. Yeah, so
I
Aren't they
remember
the
that year.
Warriors now or something like that?
they're the Commanders.
Commanders. Oh, Jesus. Yikes. Who selected that name?
I thought that too, but I get why they changed it. But it's just like I've gone my whole life, and my brother is a Washington fan. So, and my dad, before we got the Jaguars, is a Cowboys fan. So there was always like this rivalry my whole life between them two when it comes to Thanksgiving. So I'm always gonna call it the other thing. Sorry. Sweet potato is the cheap but fancy extension to potato. I still refer back to sweet potatoes and mashed regular potatoes. I feel you on that.
I don't even like mashed potatoes.
I'm not mad at that.
Over sweet potatoes. Yams.
Yeah, for Thanksgiving, I would prefer that. And I don't need it if I'm going to have yams anyway. Because I'm just going to add butter and brown sugar to my sweet potato. So I might as well just eat yams. Sweet potato is not a replacement to real potatoes. Absolutely not. Well, it is when you're trying to lose weight, but that's about it. Not for flavor. Anything plus marshmallows is questionable. Cooking, absolutely.
We said it's without the marshmallows though.
These were happening when we were talking about it. So I'm just popping up. He was agreeing with us. Cheesecake for him is S tier.
I put it in S tier. I'm fine with S tier.
Noted, baby daddy. Noted. Cake any day for me. I don't want cake for Thanksgiving at all. No cakes. It has to be a pie. And like I said, I'm an American girl. I'm just kidding. I like apple pie. So apple pie and sweet potato pie. Outside of that, you can keep it. It's so unnecessary. Fruit. I would take fruit over cake. Oh, and you got a fan. Char has all the fans.
Oh, look at the stitch. Oh.
I know it's such a cute one.
That's cute. Okay, so do we need cookies? Are y'all eating cookies on Thanksgiving?
No.
We can put cookies up there. No, okay. So let's go
to
the
we
Hawaiian
can.
rolls.
I don't care.
Nah, we don't need
It's
them.
not gonna be high.
Hawaiian rolls is S.
What is that?
Hawaiian rolls or home baked rolls? Because my grandma kind of looked like that a little bit, and she baked them from scratch, so it's S.
Next up is cornbread.
A.
I'm not a cornbread fan.
I like cornbread. Buttered cornbread.
Dry as hell. Like every other now and again, you get really good moist cornbread, but it's never. But it's like the grittiness. It's just cornmeal in general. I'm not a huge fan of cornmeal. So cornbread for me is.
So if you eat
never what I
fish, you don't do cornmeal. You do what? Flour?
Yeah, I don't use cornmeal. on my fish, on my personal fish. Like, but I don't cook fried fish like that anymore. But like I will eat cornmeal in my fried fish, like when like at a fish fry and stuff. I do, but I still prefer a flour based personally.
Mm.
Interesting.
I don't like the grittiness. It's something how I've been. But see, I also didn't start eating fried fish until I was probably in high school, maybe college. I just wasn't a fish
Yeah,
person
I was in
for
college when I
years.
started.
Yeah, I was probably in college. I did not eat fish until I was already an adult. So,
Damn, I got
uh,
compared to y'all.
what'd you say?
I got an early start then compared to y'all.
Yeah, I wasn't a fish girl. Now shrimp, fried shrimp, I'll eat that all day. But see, we do a lot of crab boils here in Florida too. So yeah, we eat fried food and stuff like that. But when it comes down to the seafood, it's like we putting that bad boy in a pot lots of times. We do like
Mhm.
crab trays and stuff like that. Next up is corn on the cob, which I love corn. Corn's always on the menu for me. Corn on the cob.
I could go without. It's all
I'm
right.
not going without.
I love me some
Mhm.
corn on the
All
cob.
I
right.
love me
That's
some
S
corn. That's
for
just like
me.
it's
Oh,
best for
I
me.
love it.
I will go to the store on Thanksgiving and grab corn if corn wasn't made.
Hmm.
If you
I
get
love
corn,
corn.
you have to get toothpicks because it's getting stuck in your teeth, regardless. Mm-mm.
It's Thanksgiving. Like,
Now, if
well,
it was
well
like
we
an
can use
elote from the
toothpicks.
elote man, oh yes, I'll go for corn on the cob any day. But just a regular corn on the cob, no.
I'm not a huge fan of elotes.
Me neither. And I
Oh my
love Mexican
god.
food.
I love Mexican food,
Sure.
but I'm not a fan of elotes. But I love corn on the
Me-
cob. Just give me
Yep.
butter and salt, and maybe
Butter
even a
and a
little pepper.
little the little ranch, a little was it garlic and that's all I need. It's
Hmm.
so good.
You can put it in a pot with water, if I don't care. Just
Clearly, I am
pile that
learning a
bad boy
lot
with
more
a
about my
crap ton of
co-host.
butter. You know what? Can't wait to invite you over for Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know. This looks kind of like a Pillsbury thing. I think we should just get that because I don't know what the heck that is. Let me see if I make it bigger on my screen. What is that? That is that
Deviled
is
eggs. Deviled eggs.
no before the deviled eggs. Those are like the little or
Oh,
no
Crinkles.
croissants.
croissants.
Yeah, those are croissants. That's why I was like, oh, I know what those are. We
Are
already
they
got.
croissant? Oh yeah.
It looks like it has a filling in them, maybe, but it's a croissant, some form of croissant. Which I like croissants,
Yeah.
but they're not
I love
necessary for me
croissants.
for Thanksgiving.
Mm-mm.
They're not necessary, but if they're there, I'm for sure eating it.
Let's put it in like yeah, C or B. Deviled eggs though. Grew up not eating deviled eggs, and now I absolutely love them. They're up there for me. I love
I
deviled
don't.
eggs now, especially if they're done right.
I don't like them.
So I guess they're going in the B or C tier. C.
How we both say we don't like them, and you throw it up
I
in
keep
Right?
moving it. Not me. I'm not controlling that. Keep move that. My hand's right here. I didn't
Oh,
control
so
that.
Casper likes deviled eggs, is what you're telling me.
He must, because I'm not controlling that. It don't need to be in D. We're going to chill out there and go to C.
You about to hurt her whole feelings on that one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Honestly, I don't know what the rest of the stuff is. I don't know what any of that is aside from like a salad.
um, yeah, it's like a cranberry salad. The last one looks like
Mm-mm.
I have no idea.
Who did it and why? That's what
Although
we
that
Yeah,
want.
is
none
what
of
my sister. That's what my sister who can't cook brings.
what?
That salad. It looks exactly like that.
It has
Because
like
my mom
feta
always says
on
you
it.
got it. Yes.
I know
I feel
exactly
like
what
No, I
pecans
don't
or
like that.
something. That's exactly what she makes.
If she watches, sorry.
Oh, she already knows. She knows.
Sister that can't cook. Damn. That was a little rough.
Yeah. So that was our little tier list. Sorry guys, we were originally gonna do a bracket, and I'll tell you guys what we had in that bracket. So I had greens. So we had greens in there. I did throw a switcheroo and I put green bean casserole in there because that's always a topic of discussion. Um, we had all the three pies: sweet potato pie, pecan pie, and apple pie. We had the sweet dinner Hawaiian rolls. I had chicken and rice because chicken and rice is a staple in my family. We make that every year, which is just like a rice dish that has chicken that's been broiled, pulled, and that's in it. It's a you see it in a lot of people's plates here in Florida. Um, what else did we have? I had some good
Every
stuff
time she
too.
say Florida, I think Florida Man and a random title.
Right.
Yeah, well, I don't deny that. Yeah, I had deviled eggs on there. I had Brussels on there, mashed potatoes. We had yams. We had corn on the cob. We had baked macaroni and cheese. We had canned cranberry sauce, fresh cranberry sauce. We had cornbread. So we did a lot of the same ones that we were gonna do, but we just had some other added ones that
I'm
were
sure yours were more melanated, as said as before.
trying to find. I was point 0.5 seconds from just going through my Thanksgiving photos from previous years and be like, here, this is what this looks like. And I was like, no, because everybody's food doesn't look good to everybody. It may taste good, but it may not be visually good and stuff. And though I think my Thanksgiving plate looks good, I no longer really post Thanksgiving plates because I'm one of those people that talk shit about people that post their ugly, nasty looking plates. So I'm like, let me not put it up so then I can feel free to continue to talk shit. Balance. I can keep mine. I usually post it like in a story though. Like I post mine in the story. So if you go past it, you can just keep moving. But like just straight up posting your Thanksgiving plate on there. Yes. Gross. So and I'm so mad. Shout out to my cousin because I'm gonna have to go on the Thanksgiving walk by myself this year. So that's that. The walk. Because Aisha's like looking like, huh? The walk? The walk. I'm like, girl.
I was like,
of all people, the walk. You know what walk I'm talking about?
Yes, my bad. I was distracted for a second.
Okay. But so that was our tier list. Whoa, that got crazy. That was our tier list, and I'm sorry that it wasn't a bad tier list. It wasn't my favorite either. It was a Thanksgiving tier list. That's about as good as it can get. That's a Thanksgiving tier list. And we reviewed Akuma-Kun on Netflix. Be sure to check that out if you're interested in a little quirky but slightly dark anime. That's on a streaming site that you already have for a little quick watch. And yeah, you already saw all the characters that we would bring to the Friendsgiving dinner. Let us know. Yeah, it's definitely going to be lit. So let us know if you agreed with us, if you disagreed with us, if you felt like we missed out on somebody that absolutely should have been there, or if you felt like somebody that we put on there should absolutely not be there. But that is our show today. You already know we have another show. We do this every Sunday at 8 p.m. Please follow Waifu Views on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok. And now we have a Discord page. So if you are interested in joining that when we have watch parties and game nights and a bunch of fun stuff, if you follow the Facebook page, we will give you access to the Discord. And we are going to be doing more watch parties later in the year. We will also be doing hopefully some Twitch streams with each other because one of us has to get a new game system. That person is me. So I'm not gonna let y'all wonder. That's me. And but these game systems are really expensive these days. So
That's
I'm gonna get to it when I get to it. I'm gonna get to it when I get to it. And also be sure to um, check out the Facebook page, The Blurred Cartel. We reside in there, so you can always find us in there, as well as Blurred Approved Entertainment. And be sure to check out blurred.com for all your blur needs. And everybody, please let them know who you are again, what you got going on, and where they can find you. Whoever wants to go first.
Right, because we're gonna save that tagline. I love that tagline. So on Facebook, it is Aisha Morgan. Everywhere else, whether it be TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, the app formerly known as Twitter, it will be sunkissed_waifu. Every Sunday, I will be with these lovely ladies to bring y'all more blurred, nerdum, like you name it, we'll bring it to you, and I'll be here every Sunday.
And I am Honey Shar. I go by A Shar of Honey. You can find me at A Shar of Honey on Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, I think. Yeah. You can follow me and watch me game on Twitch as soon as my computer is fixed and all that stuff. And I have cosplays that I'll drop, maybe. But yeah, you can find me at A Shar of Honey.
She ruined it.
Like a jar
She's
of
like,
honey
I got
on
cosplays.
Twitter. I'm just being very like probably like imposter and just procrastinating, but they're there. You'll see them eventually. You'll see them eventually. But yeah, you can find me there.
And I am once again Ebony Moonbeam. You can find me at Ebony_Moonbeam on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, the works. And I am a cosplayer as well. I do have cosplays to drop that I haven't dropped, and I still have some to be done. So hopefully this week I can get to some of them. And you can also find me on Wednesday nights at the Blurred Cartels Roundtable, where we talk a lot of anime nonsense as well. And we may be bringing back Blurred Cartel Plays, so that comes out on Tuesdays, where we play some different Blurred related trivia games and stuff like that. So there's a lot going on. Be sure to check us out, and we hope to see you again next Sunday, same time, same place. Thanks.